Oh, still a touch too hot. Oh, perfect. There we go. Now, in case you didn't realise, today's topic is going to be a load of brew-related things from the guys over at NGT. But before we jump into each and everything that's come with me today, please take a few seconds out of your time, subscribe to us and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. And also, follow us on all the different social media platforms coming up on the bottom of your screen right now. You done that? Nice one. Cheers. So, brew-related things. The first of which being the mug that I've got in my hand and this brew kit. So if I pop the mug down here a second, this brew kit comes in at around the £15 mark, £16 mark. So inside this kit comes with 2 plastic mugs, one of which, as you can see, I'm currently utilising. And on the front, it's got a lovely fish logo with it and the NGT logo just above that. And it does what you need a mug to do, hold your nice warm drinks, or cold if you prefer. But there's 2 of those in this kit, and within these mugs, and well, one spare as well, are 3 different tubs. So this one, just for example, I've got full of sugar cubes, although as you would have saw in the intro sequence, I try not to have too much sugar, I have sweetener. I know there's probably other health negatives towards sweetness, but it's probably better than having 2 or 3 sugar cubes in my coffee each time. Another one just full of my coffee. And the last one, I don't really need to show you through them all because it's quite obvious what's going to be in each of them. It's going to be my tea bags. So we are 3 different containers, tea, coffee, sugar. You could also have like the powdered milk sort of thing, but there you are. So that all fits in there nice and snugly in that little compartment in the base or the main compartment of the whole thing. You've got a little elasticated loop, which as you can see holds a spoon, which comes with the kit as well. So I don't need to talk to you about how to use a spoon, but it stirs your drinks and makes it nice and easy to make them. And then you've got a little zip pocket at the top. So in here, I had my lighter, which I may have now lost. I should always put it back in here. It's in my pocket. And I've also got my little sweetener pouch as well. So there we are. Everything I need to make teas, coffees, and whatever sort of drinks using mugs comes within this kit. And I did just check a second ago, it's $15.95 from what I just saw on the NGT online site, but shop around, you might find it slightly cheaper, but it's around the £15-16 mark. Moving on from that, we've then got the NGT compact stove. And it does exactly what you need a stove to do. You saw how small that packs down. It's got all these 3 legs, which fold down nice and small and fit within your hand like so. Unscrew that from the gas canister, and as you saw, it comes in its own little dedicated drawstring bag. So if you don't want a big clunky stove, you just want something that does everything you need to. I used this earlier on in the week on a session, cooked curries, cooked bacon, anything that needed to. It's still a heat source and it fit a nice large pan on top of it as well. So of course, the larger the pan you go, it's going to get a bit more precarious on this because it is compact, but I had quite a large Ridge Monkey sort of size pan on there and there were no issues whatsoever with cooking on there. And there you are, folds out as quickly as that, and you've got a fully usable and nice and powerful stove as well. So pop that down to the side. And lastly, the opposite of compact, well, there's 2 things here, is the water carrier, which I didn't fill up to its max because this is an 11-litre container. So of course, if you're going on longer sessions, this is going to be ideal for you. It'll keep you going for several days, I'm sure. But as of today, I've just put a couple of litres in there for demonstration purposes. One really large lid on this side, which is perfect for where you're filling it up, so it's nice and easy if you're using a tap outside when you're fishing sort of on the venue and the tap's not easy to get to. Nice and big lid and opening to fill it up. Screw that back down. And another little thing to note about this lid is there's actually a little rubber, a little rubber seal which you pop out, and there's a little hole there, and that is an air vent. So if you've ever used these sort of water containers before, you've always got to loosen this side when you're pouring water, otherwise you get it glugging out. Having this allows the air to come in here, water to go out that side, so you shouldn't get that glugging, and it makes it a lot easier for the water stream to come out. So that's that side. On this side, I'll take this off for now. Pull out the catheter, pop that to the side, and you've got another opening. So this one's slightly smaller, and it does actually come with a standard lid to start with, so you can have it completely sealed up like so. Or there is also a second lid, which I believe is in here. Really should have organised this before I started filming, shouldn't I? There it is, which is another lid, which if I take this one off and screw this one on, it's the same size lid, but as you can see, it's a bit more of a tap function to it. So if I screw that down, make it nice and tight, you've then got an adjustable spout, so you can tip that, and that's now off at the moment. So if I open off this little vent, so to let the air in, open the tap, tip it, and there you are. So if you've got this full to the brim and you don't want to keep on picking up an 11-litre water carrier, and you just want to get a bit of water for brushing your teeth in the evening or filling up a mug. You don't have to lift the whole thing up and glug the whole thing. Easy as that. Dip it, turn the tap off, and it will stop. And that tap retracts like so. And you can take that back off. You don't have to use that one, of course. You can just keep it as your standard lids and put that back on. But there's another thing to talk about, and that is this little pump. Now this one comes in at under the £15 mark. At the point of filming, it's not actually available. By the time you see this, it will be available. Now there is a little seal here. Now it comes with several different little foam seals like this. So it doesn't matter what water container you've got, there should be a seal which fits onto yours. So I'll actually need to put that on first. So this sits over where the plug goes on, or the lids go on. And then I slide the catheter looking thing back in. Apologies to any viewers that have ever experienced that. I am one of those people that's experienced it. Not a nice thing to talk about, I'm sure. But there we are. We have the lid now on, with the pump now on, sorry. And this is fully rechargeable. Press of a button, and it's actually got quite a good flow to it. So it's not like it's going to be trickling out, taking ages to fill things up. Again, is it necessary? Not for all of you, but for some people that don't want to be lifting this up constantly, it is heavy once this is full. Just want a really quick and easy way to get some water out for your brushing your teeth. You can get your toothbrush under there without having to tip it, filling up mugs, filling up kettles without having to keep bend down and lift this up. It's just something that makes life a little bit easier, especially if you're on longer sessions where it doesn't matter if you're taking some of these extra items and you have this full to the brim. It is something that will probably make life a little bit easier for you. So as quick as that it goes on, I can take this back off. Let's empty it out. There we go. And as I said, you've got multiple different foam spacers, washers, whatever you want to call them, so it will fit on different water containers. If you don't have this and you've got other ones that are on the market, there should be an adapter that works for you. So pop that to the side, grab the standard lid and put that back on, and that is the water tap and the water carrier. Sorry, it's not really a container, it is more of a carrier because it's so big. That is those two. And just to round things off, the water carrier comes in at $15.95. Remember, that's exactly the same price as what the brew kit comes in at. The stove, the compact stove, comes in at $23.95, and the tap, although not out at the point of filming, when it does come out, will be under £15. So for more information on any of these items or to pick them up for yourselves, then please do just go over to Google and give them a search. You'll find loads of different outlets that come up with these items. NGT is pretty widespread on where you can pick them up from. So do have a shop around. You might find them slightly cheaper, especially coming up to Christmas. Loads of places tend to do deals, so do keep your eyes peeled and pick up some of these NGT goodies. But that's it for everything for me for now. That was a really weird way of doing an outro. That is everything from me for now, and I'll see you again soon. Can't need more coffee, don't I? Has to be cold now. Oh, it's borderline. Might make another one.